Hello everyone and welcome to yet another YouTube video. We haven't done one of these in a while, but you know exactly what time it is. It is time for another one of our amazing character tutorials from your beloved Venta Black 3. As you can see, today we'll be looking at the biggest Killjoy in all of Valorant, which is none other than Killjoy herself. Now that we've gotten all the puns out of the way, some notable Killjoy players, the only one I know of particularly is Kyo. Kyo has been a Killjoy main ever since her inception into the game. He is very good. His content is very funny and entertaining, and if you haven't seen Kyo, I strongly recommend going to his channel, as he's currently doing a speedrun with How to Noodle on Gecko. And that will be a video I'll release very soon, not on what they're doing, but rather the Gecko tutorial. I just need to unlock him in game because I am broke and I am not spending any more money on this game. Alright, so Killjoy. Killjoy has been an absolute powerhouse since she's been added to the game, seeing many changes throughout her lifetime. And as always, we'll be going through not just those changes, but her abilities as well. Starting from the beginning, going from her C, Q, E, and X. If you have changed your bindings or if you have different buttons for these abilities, those abilities are the Molly, the Alarm Bot, Killjoy's obnoxious as hell turret, and Killjoy's unbelievably strong ultimate. Starting from the beginning, Killjoy's Molly is quite similar to most Mollys in the game, in the sense that it can be chucked a long distance or it can be just popped on the ground right close to you. It should be noted that Killjoy does not have an immediate pop Molly, which makes it a bit better for playing close plant. However, it also means that it can be destroyed easy, as everything in Killjoy's kit can be destroyed by a classic shot. Once Killjoy has her her Molly set down on the floor, she can activate them. They cover a decent range, not the biggest Molly in the game. We're thinking something like Viper or Phoenix, somewhere around that region. And the reason for that is they are meant to be used in tandem with each other, where if they are spaced out correctly, they can actually cover quite a large area, keeping people from getting out safely. Another reason why Killjoy's Mollys don't have a very large area of effect is because they are meant to be used in tandem with the Alarm Bot. I hope you guys appreciate that segue. The Alarm Bot is Killjoy's recon ability as a sentinel. It can be placed down anywhere on the map, and it can be picked up again, and it goes on cooldown. It goes on cooldown for I think 30 seconds if I remember correctly. It has an effective range, the same as the circle you can see, although most people will actually be able, the enemies will actually be able to hear it from about here and see it from about here, so it can actually be spotted outside of its effective range, although that is quite tricky to do. And yeah, once it detects someone, as I will display very soon, it will scream to life, show itself, and run towards them, exploding. So as you can see, now that it's set down, it just goes to sleep. Once I summon the bots, it will wake up, jump up, and explode. The explosion is actually delayed enough to where those with good reaction times can destroy it before it pops. But once Killjoy's bot has exploded, everyone in the area that it catches will have the brittle effect on, which means they will die quite easily from a simple classic shot to the head, even if they were to have armor. As you can see, the bot's armor is on now. And with the help of the bot, even if it explodes, they should die from one shot to the head with a classic, even though they have 150 armor. Should be noted that I'm not faking this. As you can see, the bots actually do have armor on, so with a phantom from a distance, they don't die. However, if these bots were to be caught by the Killjoy boom bot, they will die in a shot from the phantom. It is quite noticeable. Killjoy's Alarm Bot is very well used at choke points. You can put it at a choke point and then party it with two mollies at equal distance apart. Once the boom bot explodes, you pop your mollies, and now the enemies have to run across this entire distance to get safety. More often than not, if they're not playing as Jet or Neon, they will actually die. It is a very strong combo, one of the strongest in the game if I say so myself. Killjoy's signature ability is her turret. Everyone knows this turret, everyone knows how annoying this turret is, and yeah, it is a sixth teammate, to be completely honest with you. A burst from the turret is fired in 3 shots, it slows just like a regular gun, and it deals 16 damage per burst, if I remember correctly. The reason why that's important is because 2 bursts will actually leave you at a point where you can die from 3 shots to the body with a Phantom and 3 shots to the body with a Vandal. The damage doesn't really match up, but 3 shots to the body is still a lot better than 4. That saves quite a bit of time. Killjoy's turret does not have a catch range. It will spot people across the universe if it sees them. However, all of Killjoy's utility has an active range within Killjoy. This active range is actually quite massive, as you can see on the map. It runs all the way to about here. Yep, I'm out of the range. Killjoy's utility takes about 5 seconds to get disabled, and once you walk back into its range, it takes about 1 second for the turret and 2 seconds for the alarm bot to get re-enabled. It should be noted that all of Killjoy's abilities can be destroyed by shooting them. Killjoy's turret now takes 3 shots from the Phantom and 2 shots from a Vandal, as its HP has been brought down from, 150 to 100, and Killjoy's alarm bot can also be destroyed in 1 shot from every gun in the game, with the exception of, I believe, a classic. Killjoy's ultimate is a massive AoE ability. It is bigger than any site in the game, and with good intentions, as it is intended for taking over sites. Once placed down, Killjoy's ability has a 13-second cooldown timer. Once those 13 seconds are up, it will explode, detonating and absolutely demolishing anyone in the area by applying the detained debuff. You guys know this debuff very well from the number of times it's probably gotten you killed or made you angry because you can't do anything. Detain slows the player down almost to a halt, which would sound beneficial if it didn't also take away your ability to shoot, eat, drink, breathe, do your taxes, say goodnight to your wife. It just does not let you do anything. Detained will absolutely disable every single character in the game. It cannot be interrupted by the KO ultimate. It can only be stopped if KO ults before Killjoy puts the turret down, and it can only be destroyed by very specific abilities. Because it's been buffed from 150 to HP to 200, it takes a total of 3 Sova ultimates shots to take out the Killjoy utility, as well as an entire Brimstone ultimate. No mollies in the game can actually take out Killjoy's ult anymore. Raise grenades can still take Killjoy's out, but they need to be lined up quite well or it won't work. As well as her satchels. I believe even if you use both satchels, you cannot take out the ultimate. At 200 HP, it takes about 10 bullets from a Phantom and 7 bullets from a Vandal to be killed. It is quite a strong ultimate. I say 7, but if I calculate it's probably more like 6 from Vandal, 7 from a Phantom to be taken out. And it is a very, very good tool. However, it can play against you because it allows for a sense of safety when it really isn't. Although the range is quite big, it usually leaves people within a decent amount of range to where they can get back on site, as well as causing people to play more aggressive. So if you've been fighting a team that's relatively passive up until point, it can catch you off guard with them being more aggressive when you go in. It doesn't exactly display how the detain works, but it just leaves your hand in a very, very awkward situation. It's not a fun debuff, but it is quite a strong one. So that has been Killjoy. As always, make sure to check out Keo once the video's over. Send him some love. Don't tell him who it's from because he probably has no idea who I am. But, you know, if you say I sent you guys there, I'd really appreciate it. He is a massive content creator, much bigger than I am. But, you know, we're all in the grind together. We're all trying to make a life out of this. So, yeah, if you have any other tips, tricks, or advice you'd like to give Killjoy mains, please write it down in the comments down below. I have been VentaBlack3. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.